Good afternoon, welcome to TVN's Race Day Live. I'm Richard Haynes. Thanks for joining us on what promises to be a pretty busy Tuesday of racing with Warrnambool, our main venue in Victoria. We'll also bring you racing from Tamworth and Cowra in New South Wales, but our immediate focus is the Golden Slipper, the Tooheys new Golden Slipper. The barrier draw is imminent. We'll be going to Richard Callander at the Star in the next few minutes to find out what these youngsters draw for the richest two-year-old race in the world. Criterion, Hugh Bowman riding from the top, fast and rocking Stephen Arnold for David Hayes. Carrossio, Josh Parr with the ride, and Sidestep, another daily horse here, Karen McAvoy booked to ride. I'm all the talk, not all the talk, I'm all the talk now. Britton Abdallah for Gary Portelli, and Whittington, the good colt for Gay Nasharawilla. Dothraki and Charlie Boy there for the Gerald Ryan stable, Corey Brown, Glenn Schofield booked respectively. Over the page, what a buzz this will be for Jason Coyle, one of our good young trainers with Var Pensiero, Tim Clark back from Hong Kong to ride. Wouldn't they like to make an impression on the big race? Windjammer, Peter Roble and Bjorn Baker teaming up. There's the favourite, number 11, Overreach. Doesn't matter what she draws, she's still with the favourite, you would think. Tommy Berry for Gay Waterhouse. The Kiwi Girl, Rude Awakening. Craig Williams booked to ride. She's very smart and she's very much the wild card of the field. Sweet Idea has done nothing wrong. Jim Cassidy riding for Gay Waterhouse. Villa Verde, good gallop at Randwick this morning. She's all set to go. Has she made the improvement? Time will tell. Michael Rodd riding for the Sean Dwyer stable. Guelph and Romantic Moon on the first page. And then the emergencies for the race, Havana and Il Cavallo. Let's go live now to the Star and join Richard Callander for the barrier draw.
It is the most anticipated barrier draw, no doubt, in the racing calendar each and every year. And it's glad to say we're at the Star, of course, the hub of the entertainment centre here in Sydney and one of the great partners of the Australian Turf Club. It's the Tooheys New. We're back to Tooheys New, and all the team from Tooheys New, thank you and welcome back aboard to sponsoring the richest two-year-old race in the world. $3.5 million. Our leading lady, Gay Waterhouse, will saddle up 3 this Saturday. Peter Snowden, with the might of Sheikh Mohammed, will have 3 runners, and Gerald Ryan will have 2 runners. Don't forget the Kiwis. They're also represented with Stephen Marsh in Rude Awakening, getting one of our best jockeys, Craig Williams, to commit to the ride a long while ago. We'll hear from a few of the big players, several jockeys that will take their place in the Golden Slipper on Saturday. It's day 3 of the BMW Sydney Carnival, and it's the Tooheys New Golden Slipper on Saturday. All the great memories of the Golden Slipper. It's a dash for cash. I was only a young fella, but Luskin Star brings back memories for our older audience back in 1977 when he blew them away. One of my great memories was Belle de Sure, when she missed the start, was able to win. Clary Connors has trained 4. And, of course, Gay's trifecta in 2001. Ha Ha. And the jockey, Jim Cassidy, we'll listen to a little bit later on, beating Accelerator and Red Hannigan. One of the greats, Mick Dittman. He told Lee Freeman he could use the whip in the left hand. He looked very awkward, but it was able to win. Of course, Vince Marskay, and who can forget the easiest win by a filly in Miss Finland in 2006. And one of my favourites, he's not with us anymore, but he was everybody's friend, Big Brucey McLaughlin with Feelin' Ready in 2009. We've got special guests throughout the afternoon. We're going to hear, of course, from our CEO of the Australian Turf Club, Darren Pearce. Welcome to John Cornish and all his board of the Australian Turf Club. And there's still a little bit of buzz around, of course. We were back at Randwick yesterday, and Saturday week we're going to be back there for not just TJ Smith Day, but it's also going to be the return of Black Caviar to Sydney. But this week, it's all about the $3.5 million Tooheys New Golden Slipper, and to all you lucky people and the owners that are gathered here at the Star that have got a runner. I envy all of you, and I wish you all the very best of luck come Saturday. We're blessed too. Sometimes we get ambassadors that might come all the way from Granville. We get some from Melbourne occasionally, but the lady we've got this year, we're very privileged to have as the Golden Slipper ambassador, Tammin Sursok. And Tammin, congratulations. Welcome back to Australia. I know you've been such a huge success around the world. We're privileged to have you here this weekend. Thank you. Big round of applause for Tammin Sursok. It's getting exciting, there's no doubt about that. 16 runners will take their place on Saturday. We've got an emergency of 2 runners, being Havana and El Cavallo. All the owners are here. The anticipation's big to commence the barrier. Georgia, please welcome the CEO of the Australian Turf Club, Mr. Darren Pearce.
Thank you, Richard, and good day, everybody. Distinguished guests, trainers, jockeys, owners, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of John Cornish and the board of the Australian Turf Club, welcome to the most important barrier draw in racing, the barrier draw for the 2013 Tooheys New Golden Slipper. The success and growth of this marvellous race could not be achieved without the continued support of sponsors like Tooheys New, and I personally welcome Rodney O'Connell, Regional Director from Lion, here today, and the legend himself, Doug May. I'd also like to acknowledge the beautiful Tammin Sursok, who's flown back from the States to be with us today. We welcome you as our ambassador for the 2013 Tooheys New Golden Slipper. This race shapes the thoroughbred breed like no other. It is fast, famous, but most of all, it's fun. It's synonymous with Sydney itself. The Slipper is the feature event in what is Australia's richest race day, with $7.5 million in prize money to be won this Saturday at Rosehill Gardens. I'd like to thank the media for their support in the Tooheys New Golden Slipper lead-up and for their fantastic coverage of the BMW Sydney Carnival so far. We also thank the New South Wales Government and Destinations New South Wales for their support. Today's barrier draw is the last piece of the Slipper puzzle. In a very short time we'll have the clearest picture yet as we head into the greatest two-year-old race in the world. I'd like to wish all connections the very best of luck for the barrier draw and wish all of the jockeys a safe passage on Saturday. Thank you all, and would you welcome to the stage Rodney O'Connell representing
Aaron. I suppose good afternoon, everyone. The first thing I'd like to say is that Tooheys has had a very long-standing partnership with the ATC, covered a number of years, and Tooheys New has been integral in that partnership. That also included 14 years as a naming rights sponsor, which did end in 1997. But today, I suppose, the start of a new journey, and us at Lion, or Tooheys, are very proud to be the naming rights sponsor once again. And I suppose the fact there's only been 2 key sponsors really highlights what a great race it is and what a great occasion it is and will be on Saturday. I suppose having the #1 beer brand in New South Wales associated with such a great race is such a proud moment for us, and we look forward to supporting this race in the years to come. I suppose, just in closing, similar to Darren's sentiments, really want to wish everyone good luck in the draw today and on Saturday, and I hope you all enjoy the occasion, and I'd love to see you all enjoy Tooheys New, because I know I will. So thank you for today, and let's enjoy Saturday.
Thank you, Rodney, and I know on behalf of everyone in racing, we certainly appreciate not just your great sponsorship with the Australian Turf Club and now the #1 two-year-old race in the world, the Tooheys New Golden Slipper, but your ongoing support of racing in general right around the country. And it's certainly a great product, Tooheys. Unfortunately, I've drunk too much of it in my time, but I've still got most of the brain cells up top. That was the one. 16 runners plus 2 emergencies. I know you are all very excited, all the connections. We're going to hear from a few of the players a bit later on. We'll be joined by Jimmy Cassidy, of course, who's won the Slipper. Huey Bowman will be joining us, who's in white-hot form. Brenton Abdullah. Stephen Marsh, of course, will join us, who's got the Kiwi. Rude Awakening. And, of course, Tommy Berry. I don't think the nerves will get to this young man. He's been riding in terrific form. He'll be on the favourite Overreach come Saturday. The good thing, although there might be 16 runners, you only need 1 to win. The boys who are going to take us through the barrier draw, would you please welcome the 2 stewards in with us this afternoon, both deputies, of course, to Ray Murray, our chief steward. Mark Van Gestel and Greg Rudolph will be officiating at the barrier draw. Mark will simply draw out a ping pong ball. That should have a number on it, 1 to 18. I can see number 19's already in there, so it's out of the play. And then I'll ask the representative that got it from one of the horses to come up. Simply draw one of the Tooheys New Golden Slippers, show it. Get excited, do whatever you like, show it to Greg Rudolph and we'll announce it, and hopefully you get the barrier you want. Some will, some won't, but it's $3.5 million. Wow. The first 2 days of the BMW Sydney Carnival have been outstanding. It's going to be great the next 4, but this Saturday is something special. When you mention the Golden Slipper, or the Tooheys New Golden Slipper, you mention Rosehill Gardens. It's the people of the West, their day to rejoice, one of the feature races in the world, and it's in their backyard in the Parramatta region. Rightio, we're going to get started. We ready to go, boys? Here goes the first number for the 2013 $3.5 million Tooheys New Golden Slipper. And the first horse to come out. Horse number 7, Dothraki. And Chris Ward, of course, Triple Crown Syndication, has got 2 runners. I can't tell. It's like Tommy and Nathan Berry. I know you blokes look different, but I still can't tell you apart. Dothraki, Chris Ward.
Barrier 3.
Barrier 3. Your brother's got a big advantage. That was all right. That was going to be a change of strides. Rightio, the next horse out. Horse number 11, Overreach. The Sear Smith, good luck. This is the favourite for the Tooheys new Golden Slipper. Barrier 1. Quickest way home. Barrier 1. She'll be awfully hard to beat. Of course, there's 10 boys and 6 girls. Unfortunately for the boys, it looks like the girls might have the better of us this year, but you never know. Barriers can change races. Number 16, Romantic Moon. Monica Barrera. I think Monica's here. If Monica's not here. Brycey Hayes, of course, the foreman for John O'Shea. Wonder why you had a suit on. Romantic Moon, most impressive at Warwick Farm.
Barrier 6.
Barrier 6, perfect barrier. James McDonald, right. 16, that would have been your last effort. The next horse out, 1, 3 and 6 are gone. For those that are waiting, it's not good when good barriers go early. Horse number 12, Rude Awakening, Steve Marsh. Here we go. The Kiwi. This is really the unknown factor. But I tell you what, if they're bringing him over, the big raps are huge on this girl. And Rude Awakening. Craig Williams. Take your time.
Barrier 18.
Barrier 18. The good thing is, Steve, only 16 starts, so you can't start further out than 16. 1 and 18, you get the 2 difference. Number 14, Villa Verde. Sean Dwyer, Michael Rodd. Robbie Willis, I think, is coming up to draw it. No nerves. Michael Rodd was given the opportunity. He scarpered. What do you want, Rob? Barrier 17. Sorry for that, Greg, taking your line. The second outside for Villa Verde, who, of course, was the only horse that's thus far beaten Overreach in the Debutante Stakes at Caulfield last October. Horse number 15, Guelph. Jason Walsh from the Darley operation will draw with Guelph. Christian Reith has been named as the rider.
Barrier 9.
Barrier 9 for Guelph, who, of course, went down as the second favourite in the Blue Diamond, and nothing really went right, and she's back up in Sydney with the Golden Slipper, the Tooheys new, now her main aim. Horse 3, Caroscio. You shouldn't have sat down, Jace. Number 3, Caroscio, and the rider is Josh Parr.
Barrier 16.
Barrier 16. Disappointing, but I know the other owners are quite excited that you took another one out of the way. 16, 17, 18 have all gone, so have 1, 3 and 6. Horse number 10, Windjammer. Bjorn again, Bjorn Baker.
Barrier 12.
Barrier 12 for Windjammer. Barrier 12. Of course, we've got the beautiful Joe Set. Joe from Tooheys will be drawing the couple of barriers a bit later. Number 4, Sidestep. You've got all your 3 out early. Jace, of course, most impressive winner on Saturday. The sectionals was very good. Made the form of Criterion. The Black Opal in Canberra look very good.
Barrier 5.
Barrier 5. You'll be welcomed again. Barrier 5 for Sidestep. And 9 for Guelph. And not so happy 16 for Caroscio. Horse 17. Joe, here's you go. Horse number 17, Havana. The first emergency.
Legs 11.
Righto, Greg. Number 11. Oh, sorry, the barrier. Number 11 for Havana. We've still got, of course, Peter Moody paying up and paying the late entry on El Cavallo after smashing the 900-metre record at Sandown. Horse number 1, Criterion, the Black Opal winner, Bobby Hackett. He was here to open the doors. He was here early. Unfortunately, we put a blindfold on him when we put the barriers down.
Barrier 2.
You're hard to please if you don't like that, Bob. Barrier 2. David Payne, the trainer. I know they're not known for smiling, the South Africans, but I reckon he'd have a big smile on his face. Barrier 2, Criterion. Hugh Bowman, of course, the rider, and picking up a gun ride in Criterion. May well be the best of the boys. Horse number 5, I'm all the talk now. And Gary Portelli. All the owners couldn't decide. They said, Gary, you go.
13.
Barrier 13. And Brent Navdullah, who will join us on the panel shortly, is the rider. Happy with that, Gary? Makes no difference if you are or not. Horse number 9, Va Pensiero. Now, did Jason Call make it? If not, Joe, away you go again. Va Pensiero, Tim Clark will be arriving from Hong Kong today.
Barrier 8.
Barrier 8. I don't think they'll be too unhappy with that, Joe. Well done. Barrier 8 for Va Pensiero. Sneaking into the field, Windjammer. Number 13, one of the big dangers to the favourite. The stablemate, Sweet Idea. I think Nick Vass is here. Good luck, Nick. Jimmy Cassidy also on the panel. Oh,
Barrier 4.
Barrier 4. Oh, a little bit of applause from out wide. I think Gay Waterhouse will be over the moon. 1 and 4 thus far with 2 of her runners. And her third one, has that come out yet? Am I going mad? Here it is now. Number 6, Whittington. Nashville on board. Steve Papadopoulos. Steve, 1 and 4 for the stable. 2, 3 are gone, so you're going to get wider. 10. Barrier 10 for Whittington. Nashville for Gay Waterhouse. What do we got left? I think Barrier 7 still there. Horse 18. El Cavallo for Peter Moody. Joe?
Barrier 7.
7's not there. 7 is gone. What are we looking for? Barriers. Anyone quick out there? 14. 14 and 15. Horse number 8, Charlie Boy. Michael Ward. 14 or 15, Michael? 14.
14.
The best of a bad bunch. And Fast and Rocking, David Hayes. Glad you come to Sydney, Dave. Would you like to come forward? Everyone's entitled to see your beautiful pink shirt. Got to make it official. One of the legend trainers of all time, David Hayes, and Fast and Rocking. I've got a feeling come the sires, look out. But barrier 15. Of course, the 2 emergencies have drawn 11 and 7, so if you're outside, you'll be coming in. Let's run through them quickly right from the top before we ask our ambassador to come up on stage. Number 1, Criterion. Barrier 2 for Hugh Bowman. Number 2, Fast and Rocking. This is the Tooheys new 2013 Golden Slipper. Fast and Rocking, Barrier 15. Caroscio, Barrier 16 for Josh Parr. Number 4, Sidestep, Kieran McAvoy, Barrier 5. Number 5, I'm All the Talk. Will he be on Saturday? Brenton Abdallah, Barrier 13. Number 6, Whittington, Barrier 10 for Nash Rawilla. Number 7, Dothraki, Barrier 3, Corey Brown. Number 8, Charlie Boy, Glenn Schofield, 14. Va Pensiero for Tim Clark, Barrier 8. Windjammer for Peter Roble, Barrier 12. Overreach, the favourite, Barrier 1 for Tommy Berry. The Kiwi, Rude Awakening, Barrier 18, of course, only 16 will start, so the worst she'll start is from Barrier 16, Craig Williams. Sweet Idea for Jim Cassidy, Barrier 4. Villa Verde, Michael Rod, 17, will probably come into 15. Guelph in 9 for Christian Reith, and Romantic Moon, Barrier 6 for James McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the field for the $3.5 million Tooheys new Golden Slipper 2013. I wish all you owners and trainers and jockeys all the very, very best of luck, and I hope that the luck falls your way come this Saturday. It's now my great privilege to introduce, all I'll say is that my kids haven't spoken much since she left the Bay because they've been absolutely devastated. Would you please welcome Temin Sursok, one of the great actors of the world, to come and join us here, and we're privileged to have her, the ambassador for the 2013 Tooheys new Golden Slipper. Oh, 2? My daughters will be very jealous. Now, when they said you were coming, and I said, well, first of all, congratulations. Your career has just been amazing.
I can't believe it's been, I haven't been in Australia for almost 9 years, so it's been a little crazy, but I'm so glad to be back, and I don't think my microphone's working, so I'm just going to have to talk louder.
We're going to change the one over here.
Okay. I can talk louder. Hello? There we go. Hello? Is this one not working?
Is that one not working as well? We're on fire.
Maybe it's me.
What about we go like this?
Okay.
We go like that.
We can just step in closer together.
I've got no problems with that. I've got no problems with that.
You smell nice.
Thank you very much. I actually work at the races with a young lady too, Caroline, and in the 10 years we've worked together, she's never once said that. So I appreciate that very much.
Maybe she hasn't got this close.
I'm very excited. I'm blushing.
I'm sorry.
Now, quickly, you become a darling of our sets on Summer Bay, of course. I did my little research. Originally, I thought his name was Ralph, but it's Alf. He's been one of the institutions. It must have been a great way to kickstart your career.
Look, I started at 15 years old, and Home and Away was just completely changed my life, and it gave me an amazing foundation. And I think when you go over to the States, I think they really like Australians because we have such a strong work ethic. And I've been very lucky to work over there, and I'm just blessed to be able to come back and forth. And so here I am to be part of the Golden Slipper.
Exactly. And you're just shooting I think you've been cast in a movie, so congratulations.
Yeah, we actually, I don't know if Australia knows it that much. I work on a TV show called Pretty Little Liars, which is kind of turned into a crazy phenomenon in the States. So we're shooting our 5th season, and I play a villainess who's blind. I didn't know that you could really have that combination. People are very afraid of me. And then I worked on 2 films that come out at the end of next year. So.
Must be very exciting. Now, when they gave me the rundown and I said, oh, what will I ask Tim and all that, and they said, don't you worry about that. Yeah. She's done her research. She loves the horses, and you know all about it.
I actually shot a movie about horses, and it's called Flicker, and I had never gotten on a horse at the beginning of the film, and by the end of it, I was running in stampedes of 200 horses, and I just fell in love with horses, and I love racing, and I'm just really excited to be here and bring awareness and, be the ambassador and get to dress up.
Now, on Saturday, what's going to be your role out there? Obviously, you'll be helping everyone along.
Yeah, definitely. And, to bring more awareness maybe to people who like younger girls to come along and, pay attention. And, it's all about the sophistication and the world-class racing. There's nowhere else in the world that treats racing like it does in this country. So it's just awesome to be here. Maybe I can come back again.
Now, most definitely. I'll organise that. Now, I'm very lucky because I understand the fashion world, but for a lot of those people out there that are looking for something on Saturday, what's going to be the go for the men and the women?
Well, I think for women, it's definitely like, it's sophisticated, it's, follow tradition. I think it's always nice for the women to look ladylike, we're not going to a nightclub, it's nice to dress up. I think there's a lot of lace, I think there's leather, I think there's felt hats.
It's the races.
It's the races. Yeah. People get to dress up that much, so I think it's a really nice platform for women to come out and dress. And I think a guy always looks nice in a suit, and make sure you polish your shoes, and all the women look at the shoes.
I can't even see my shoes, but
I can see them, and they're very polished. They look awesome.
Is it a prerequisite that the jacket should do up?
I don't know. I think in Australia, I think we're a little bit more laid back, but we're still very sophisticated. So I think it's a choice. I think it's up to you.
Oh, I'd like to do it up, but just unfortunately I just can't. You're interested when doing the barrier draw. You got a little tip?
Well, I think I did a little bit of my research, and I think overreach is definitely the way to go, and then maybe sidestep might sidestep its way in. But I actually have a dog at home called Charlie. So I was like, well, Charlie baby, but then the odds are 21, and I think it's 21-1. Yeah. So I don't know, I might just do a little bit of betting and probably lose all my money.
Tell you what, you've got me covered up here. You know the favourite, you know the sidestep, you know the Charlie, you know the odds. So, mate, we look forward to seeing Saturday. We are honestly... We're a loving industry, and we're blessed to have you here, and we wish you all the very best of luck, not just in your career at the moment, in the future, but thanks for being, and I hope you can be part of it again.
Thank you so much. I've always been an Aussie, and it's just really wonderful to be back here, so thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Temmin Sursock, one of the great actors and one of the great Aussies, making good around the world. We are the best actors. She's just got to learn to throw the phone like Mel. Anyway, now we're going to have a few special guests up on stage. Would you please welcome them? Of course, the jockey will ride the favourite on Saturday. Would you please welcome Tommy Berry to join us up here on stage. Alongside Golden Slipper winning rider Jimmy Cassidy will join us. The pumper, who's in dashing form. Brett Navdalla, who's on all the talk. And Huey Bowman's there. Huey, very happy, a big smile on his face when Barrier 2 come out. And would you please welcome the Kiwi. Got to put a smile on his face. Stevie Marsh, Rude Awakening, wasn't really ideal, the barrier draw, but join us up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, a few of the big players come Saturday in the Tooheys new Golden Slipper. Now we'll start with you, Tommy. Barrier 1. Perfect.
Yeah, very happy. Obviously she's got very good gate speed, so we'll be able to put her right up there on the pace, and hopefully she doesn't get crunched early on.
She's got good natural speed. She begins well.
Yeah, she does. You've seen that in her 2 starts. I think she's pretty much jumped a length to a half length to a length in front both times, and you know, she's very professional, and she'll definitely be right up there.
Now, Jimmy Cassidy, you've told us nearly every week on Carnival Confidential on TVN that every time you see Overreach, you get more impressed. She's clearly the one to beat.
I think so, Rich. Look, the form's on the board. I suppose she'll start favourite now from 1 alley.
I think she would have started favourite from 18.
I know. Yeah, look, she's looked great at the track. I've seen her at the track the last couple of weeks, and she's done nothing but improve. And yeah, she's obviously the one to beat, mate.
What about yours, Jimmy? Sweet idea. A little bit of rain won't hurt you. You know, you can handle the going. Perfect barrier 2, barrier 4. Your little mate Nick Bass couldn't have got a better barrier for you.
Yeah, well done, Nick. Takes the pressure off me coming up to draw it. Look, she's done great. She, as we know, she won the Silver Slipper on a bog track. She trialled very good a fortnight ago here at Randwick, and she's just continued to improve. She looks great, and if I give her a nice ride, follow Tommy, he might sort of take me right to the furlong. And funny race, the Slipper. It's one at one end of the, you know, one at the bottom of the straight. You've got to have luck and running, and if we get that, well, you know, I think I'm on the knockout, mate.
You've won one of them before. You've won on Ha for Gay 2.
Yeah, I've been impressed. I think this filly went through pretty much the same program as Ha did, through the Magic Millions, back to the Silver Slipper, and then barrier trialled. And look, if anyone can do it, you want to be on when it goes, and it's great to be on probably the second or third chance, and you've got to be in it to win it. You can win it out there, you can't win it sitting in the jocks room.
Well, Brenton Abdullah, you'll probably start from gate 11 with the emergencies come out. I'm all the talk. He's a free running type of horse, and I think he not just crept up on everyone, but that day at Warwick Farm he ran fast time and he did it all himself.
Yeah, that's right. You know, look for the positive. At least I'll be able to kind of get my own space out wide and won't be in that hustle and bustle early, which is probably a bonus with his breathing. And you know, his win the other day was obviously very dominant, and I thought he just raced with the edge off him too. So you know, he's had a good little break between runs, and he trialled quite sharp last week. That I expect him to, you know, put himself right in the race there, and you know, he'll be there right up, half up the straight, and you know, I'm sure he can run very well.
The good thing about that too, he showed that he was strong at the end of 6 furlongs, 1,200 metres.
Yeah, he was very strong at the 6. So if I can just get across comfortable enough and get him into his rhythm, get him breathing, I'm sure, you know, he's going to be hard to run down.
Steve, can we see a smile?
Yeah, a very forced one, but look, I've only got myself to blame. I pulled it out, but look, we've just got to go with it. Come under 16, so we're going to need a lot of luck, but hopefully a bit of rain around will even it up a bit.
She's a winner of 5 from 6. Her last start in the Group 1, the Diamond Stakes, she wasn't. I thought the best part of a few of her wins, Steve, she's beat them easy, but the margins from 2nd to 3rd and alike, the big margins in the race.
Yeah, for sure, and the time she ran was good. She broke 1.9, but look, she drew 1 that day. It's going to be a lot different drawing the 16, but look, she's done a little wrong to date, and she's very fast out of the barriers, so I guess we'll just see if she can jump. She's obviously got a lot more to cross here, but I guess that's why we pay Craig the big money to work it out from there.
How's she settled in here, Steve? When did she arrive?
She arrived last Wednesday. She's done nothing wrong at all. The only thing that's gone wrong is me pulling out that marble, but look, she's settled in a treat. Craig galloped there this morning. She's going super, so I'm confident, yeah.
No one's ever won from 18, but a few have won from 16, where you'll be starting from.
Exactly, so I guess that's one positive to look at.
You've got to look at the positive, Steve, because we've a few days to go. Huey Bowman down the end. Hugh, you've been in sparkling form, barrier 2, and I suppose sitting back last Saturday watching Sidestep win made the form round criterium look terrific.
Yeah, Richard, you know, it franked the form from the Black Opal, and, you know, this guy came out himself and won the Todman Slipper, which is the main lead-up race from the boys' point of view, and I can see the fillies do probably look a bit stronger on paper, but history says the Colts have got a better record.
It was, I know that yourself and your manager were quick to act when Craig didn't lock in. It was straight on the phone, because he looks probably one of the leading chances for the boys particularly.
Well, he certainly does, and you know, with barrier 2, he mightn't have to be back as far as he has been in his last couple of races, but these are hustle-bustle races, we all know, and it's important that the horses are in their comfort zone, certainly for the first half, but he's a leading contender for sure.
You're one of our leading riders, Hugh. You've won a lot of great races around the nation. It'd be something special to have on the resume of Tooheys' new Golden Slipper.
Yeah, it'd be great for me. Obviously, I've been Sydney-based for my whole career really. So I guess along with the Doncaster, the Tooheys' new Golden Slipper is the pinpoint race, and to win it would mean a hell of a lot.
Boys, I wish you all the very best of luck on Saturday. May the best horse or may the best ride win. Ladies and gentlemen, our New Zealander, and unfortunately the barrier, but we'll please welcome and wish Steve Marsh. Steve, all the very best, mate, and I hope the luck falls your way for your beautiful filly on Saturday. Please thank Hugh Bowman, Brenton Abdallah, Jimmy Cassidy, and wish Tommy Berry and all the gang all the very best of luck on Saturday. Some of the big players this Saturday in the Tooheys' new Golden Slipper. Good luck, boys.
Yeah, good on you, Rich. Richard Callander bringing us the barrier draw live here on Channel 522 from the Star. Let's go down the board again. Let's take a look at the final field and the barrier draw for the 2013 Tooheys' new Golden Slipper. Criterion gets a great chance from barrier 2, Hugh Bowman for David Payne. Fast and Rocking, tough enough draw in 16, Stephen Arnold out of 15 for Fast and Rocking. Kuroshio is out of 16 for Josh Pass. Sidestep, whoa. Barrier 5, lovely gate, Karen McAvoy, Peter Snowden. I'm All the Talk goes from barrier 13, Brenton Abdallah. Whittington, he's drawn okay there in 10. Of course, if these emergencies don't get the run, we'll have horses coming in a barrier here. Natural Willa rides. Dothraki, he gets every hope from barrier 3, I think. Corey Brown. Charlie Boy, he's going to be ridden a bit more quietly. A double figure barrier, probably not the greatest, all the same, but he's out of 14. Va Pensiero, beautiful from barrier 8. Windjammer draws gate 11. Overreach, barrier 1, jumps right there, awfully hard to catch. Rude Awakening, barrier 18, thanks very much. Sweet Idea, she'll get all the favours from barrier 4 for Jim Cassidy. Villa Verde, tough gate for her, barrier 17. Michael Rod, Sean Dwyer. Guelph, a lovely draw for Guelph in barrier 9. I would have thought in Romantic Moon, a fist pump from Bryce says as he should. Barrier 6, James McDonald and John O'Shea would be happy with that. Havana, the emergency barrier 11, and Il Cavallo is out of barrier 7. That is the barrier draw just conducted for the 2013 Tooheys' new Golden Slipper Stakes, the feature race alongside the BMW at Rosehill Gardens this weekend.